Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and spending some of your time with me. So today being my first video of 2021, this is going to be my wish list video. So a few of the plants that are on this list were on my list last year. Not too many. I mean, pretty much my whole list has changed. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing, stay tuned. All right. These are put in an order, not by how much I want them, just how absolutely fantastic I find them. Like I said, one or two of them might still be from my list from last year. Last year was the first time that I had done a wish list, and my plants were so different. But I'm pretty sure that two of them, are still on this list. So first up, something that so many people have that I want, and I actually had the chance to buy it, but I didn't, and now I'm kicking myself in the butt for it. But it's the Philodendron Plowmanii. I love the look of this plant. I love the pillowy looking leaves and how, just overall, how the plant looks. I can't even say enough about it. It's just one of those things that I want to have, and hopefully I will get in 2021. They don't seem as hard to get now. I just have to wait for the right time and I'll be able to get this one. Next up, the Philodendron Atabapoense. Not only is it fun to say, it's something that I've been looking at more and more. I didn't think that I was really going to want one because the long lobed leaves, just the long leaves, are kind of not really up my alley, and I don't know what it is about this plant in particular, but every time I see it, I just want it. I love the deep green color that it is. I think that if I have any plants at all with this type of look, it's going to be the Atabapoense. And again, it's not as hard to find. The price tag might be, a little much in some cases, but I do think it's something that I will be able to get this year. And I'm looking forward to this one so much. I'm going to try and go through these as quickly as possible as well. I don't want to keep you here too long because I know that there's a lot of content out there that is being put up right now. And I just like to make sure that you can hopefully get all the way through my video. Okay, up next is the Scindapsus Truebii dark form. This plant, my Scindapsus collection is growing more and more. You will probably see an unboxing coming actually with a couple of them. And the Truebii dark form, I'm hoping that my planty friend out there, you know who you are, Louise, hopefully I can get a cutting of this plant because she does have one and I'm completely in love with it. I got my Scindapsus Truebii Moonlight from her, and it's one of my favorite plants that I continuously look at, even though it's probably one of the slowest growers that I have. And who could say enough about the Syngonium Chiapense? I have a few Syngoniums in my collection. Most of them are basic, which is fine. I've got no problem with that. I do have a Syngonium albo, but the Chiapense, to me, it has almost the look of a philodendron, but it is not a philodendron. And I think that's one of the things that attracts me so much to this Syngonium, because it doesn't look like your typical Syngoniums. I just love the overall look of the leaves. I love the color. It's just, and I've seen that they can grow really, really quickly and really, really tall based on whatever conditions that you have it in. I guess that's what matters, but it's just one of those ones that I just, hopefully one day I can get. This is another one that I had a chance to buy and I didn't. I'm kicking myself for it because I look at it all the time. Every time it comes across my Instagram feed, I have to stop and zoom in. And it is the Philodendron Varicosum. I mean, there aren't even words for the veining and the color and just everything that has to do with this plant. And I've seen so many others that are crossed with it and hybrids. And you can still see how the Verrucosum comes through, but I just want that original Verrucosum. I would love to have it in my collection. Hopefully one day, maybe in the spring, we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to get one. You never know with these things. There's a couple of sites that I frequent all the time that could possibly have this plant, but it is definitely going to depend on the price of the plant. Yeah, she's a beauty. Now this is one of the ones that I think was on my wish list last year, and it's the Philodendron Dark Lord. I mean, I can't even, there's just nothing to say about this plant. I just love it in general. And it actually ties in with my number 7, which I also think was on my list last year. And that is the Philodendron Royal Queen. Both of these plants, I almost feel like they're part of a set. And a set of 3, and I've got the Philodendron Majesty. It's it's one of my favorite plants. It does nothing, absolutely nothing, but sit there and look pretty, and I'm okay with that. Once spring comes along, hopefully it's going to grow a little more, a little bit faster, but I need to add the Dark Lord and the Royal Queen and just make it a trio, because I feel like they would complement each other so well if I had all 3 of them. So what was that, number 6 and number 7, which brings us up to number 8. And I mean, I've just recently gotten into Alocasias. I always like them, but as far as caring for them, because I know that a lot of them are spider mite magnets, I think I have a handle on my pest regime now. So I have started collecting a few, and if you see me looking down, it's because I have 3 of them down on this shelf here. Now I haven't graduated to anything like a dragon scale and everything. What I want to do is try and get my care of Alocasias to, I just want to make sure that if I was to get anything like that, that I would be able to take care of it. That being said, the Alocasia that I am looking at that is on my wish list is the Alocasia Bisma. It's like a dragon scale crossed with I have to put them all into one kind of area because of the way it's shaped, but not so much like the African mask, but one of the other masks, we're gonna say, because there are quite a few I found while I was looking. But the Alocasia Bisma, just that pale green color with the deep green veining. I live for this. Like, look at the texture of those leaves. I can't even. All right. Now this one's kind of weird. It's weird, but I like it. And it's a Monstera. So this one is the Monstera Dilecerata? Dilecerata? I don't know. But if you look at it, doesn't even matter what it's called. From the juvenile stage to the mature stage is just amazing. And I love it. It's got the classic Monstera features with the splits and everything, and it's almost paddle-like. It looks graceful. Like, one of the photos that I'm going to put up here, I'm going to try and insert it in the right place because I'm really bad at that. It looks graceful. It almost looks like it should be some kind of sea creature underwater. And the sea is terrifying, let me tell you. But it's another one that hopefully I can find. I'm not saying that I will, because I don't even remember how I stumbled across this one. I was obviously looking for something else when I found this. And I just think it's beautiful. And it needs to be here. Now that brings us to number 10. Now number 10 is actually, when you see the photo, it's actually two different varieties. It is a begonia, but it's two different varieties in one pot, and now I need them both. Because when I originally saw the picture, I thought that it was the same. But then as I kept reading, it turned out that they were two different plants. So what you're gonna see here is a mixture of a Begonia Black Magic and a Begonia Cracklin Rosie. The Black Magic also has another name that I can't remember right now. I can't remember. The Aruda Sunset. No, that can't be. Anyway, Begonia, Black Magic, Cracklin Rosie. Oh, the Black Magic, you can tell, is just those lush black leaves. And the Cracklin Rosie, like the black leaves with the pink spots, and I love the combination of the two of them together. And I think one of my biggest goals for the year is going to be to recreate this, because I think it is absolutely beautiful. I can't even, there's no words except for it's a gorgeous plant, and I can only hope that one day I can obtain this. So with all that, that is my top 10 wish list for 2021. If I do end up getting any of these, you'll be the first to know over on my Instagram, because that is where I will put all that stuff. I'm to the point in my collection now where I am looking for specific things. And if you know me at all, you'll notice that there was no Hoyas on this list. I'm actually really happy with the Hoyas that I have, and if something specific comes along, like a gray ghost, that's something that I will probably get. But in the meantime, I am just looking for something specific, and I'm going to try my hardest this year. My goal is to actually get all of the plants on my wish list somehow. Whether it's a seedling, whether it's imported, I mean, there is a cap on how much I will actually spend on these plants, but my goal for the year is to knock all 10 of them off my list by the end of the year. And if there's anybody out there that knows how I'm going to be able to accomplish this, or can drop me a line if they find any of these, that'd be great. The Dark Lord and the Royal Queen are really hard to get here in Canada. So, I mean, I'm going to be looking for ways to do that, even if I have to cross the border. Well, eventually, when we can cross the border. And go get it. So that's it for me. I hope that you are all safe and well, and you are having a good new year so far. And if this video has been of any interest to you at all, leave me a comment down below, and stay tuned for my anti-wish list video, because there's going to be one of those. Please like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any comments, please leave them down below, and I will see you next week. Bye!